Hello, Internet! Vinnie D here, once again, coming to you live from the Fortress of Fragitude. We are playing more Cave Story, and today we are tackling the labyrinth. A labyrinthian ordeal. We've hit rock bottom, in the pit of despair. Can we climb back up, and return once again? Our friends have died. Our enemies have attained success. Hopefully you've mastered the jumping mechanic by now. Because the labyrinth will not take it easy on you. Okay, to hell with all the fancy jumping. This is why I didn't use the machine gun in the previous boss fight. Didn't want to risk it getting leveled down. Yeah, I didn't mention that mechanic yet, but you may have noticed it happening a couple of times. When you pick up the little golden Doritos, your weapons can level up, but every time you get hit, they get leveled down. Now the weird question here is, you never see those robots again. So, is this one broken robot that was already here? Or did the robots you just let out all get killed as soon as they emerged? By this one enemy. Those, by the way, are called Gaudy. They are sentient. We just have a lot of them. The blade is a pretty freaking awesome weapon. It's already incredibly powerful, and as you can see, one-shotting everything I encounter. And that's just level 1. Yeah, Gaudy eat meanie. Weird thing, they're friendly when they're inside, but in the main part of the labyrinth, they're enemies. And this is the first point in the game where they tell you you're actually on a flying island. Although you may have gathered something from when Jinka said they made it down to to the surface. Hello, shopkeep. Wondering what that was? It upgrades the machine gun, making it even more awesome by decreasing its recharge time. No matter which weapon you go with, there's something to be had in this shop. Turbocharger for the machine gun, getting the snake, or pass it up and return later and you can get a little, basically a trophy item. Level up. At level 2, the sword loses range, but it gets even more powerful. So it's a bit of a trade-off. Probably the weapon that changes most drastically between levels, aside from the bubbler. It's a sword massacre. Okay, now do you want to see something incredibly cool now that it's up to level 3? Yes, the Spirit of King comes out and kicks everything's ass. Hey, Curly. I feel a little guilty for taking her machine gun now. But she couldn't have won the fight with it either. Yeah, in the labyrinth, you're gonna have to master those U-turns. Here's another thing you can only do if you got the machine gun. Get this treasure chest. And get the arms barrier. The arms barrier decreases the rate at which you lose weapon experience when you get hit. Meaning less getting leveled down. Boss time! Ghostbuster. Okay, I'll shut up now. Yeah, you can do that with most beds you find in this game. It just happens that there's usually health refills right next to them, so not much point in doing it. I like to go ahead and take these guys out before the boss shows up. Told you the bosses would not be easy from this point on. This is Monster X, which you may notice is shaped like a big X. Easiest way to get it to stop is to stand on its treads and get it to run back and forth. Also, level 3 Blade completely kicks its ass. Very hard to keep for level 3 Blade. Even one hit gets you level 3. Like that. If you don't jump in time, those wheels or treads really can run you. Stop hitting me. Douche canoe boss. Gotcha. And it was being piloted by a cat. Because cats. One thing I've gathered, Daisuke Amaya loves cats. Okay, this is a very important moment in the game. What you do in this room determines what ending you get. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you what would get you the route to the bad ending, even though it's completely counterintuitive. Then I'll reset to my save and show you what to do. It's Professor Booster. This is probably what you would do on your first playthrough of the game, because this does drop some vital plot on you. And the professor dies here. It's down here. Oops, the only engineer is now dead. If you're on the course to the bad ending, this area gets depressing fast. I'll go ahead and show you the booster 0.8. Gives you a bit of a boost. Really not as good as the machine gun can do already. So, going to reset. And now I'll show you what to do to get the good ending. Like I said, completely counterintuitive. Do not go down there to check on Professor Booster. Using the machine gun, you can fly over this little gap. If you didn't take the machine gun, or it got leveled down, you see this little red mark on the floor? That's telling you exactly where to hit the jump button to make this jump. I messed it up, but hey, I have the machine gun. The rest of you, since there's not a way to climb back up without talking to Booster, you would have to just keep reloading your save until you got that right. The machine gun makes it a whole lot easier to get the good ending. Hello, Balrog. Clearly, we need the aid of a giant toaster. For a bad guy, he's very obliging. This can be a very tough battle, but the trick is to knowing he always runs and then he jumps. Because if he touches you, he's going to use this grapple attack that's going to do a shit ton of damage. Come back next time for more Vinnie D Plays Cave Story.